Last Friday, the presidency of DRC announced that President Felix Antoine Tshisekedi officiated at the signing of an agreement between DRC and the Southern African Development Community to deploy their forces in the Congo. According to Kinshasa, SADC, a regional bloc of 16 countries, will deploy its troops with the mission of supporting the Congolese army in combating the M23 rebels and other armed groups. DRC President Felix Tshisekedi, during an interview with the French media, accused Rwanda of being the root cause of the instability.
Le M23, c'est une coquille vide.
He says that M23 is an empty shell and that they are really Rwandan defense forces who are fighting. He says that his government has all the proof and images of their presence. Kigali has repeatedly denied the allegations. Rwanda's government spokesperson told VOA's James Batty in Washington that the deployment of another regional force does not address the root cause of what she calls a long-standing security and government failure of the DRC government. Kinshasa has delayed the renewal of the mandate of the East African Community Regional Forces, which is set to expire in December. The signing of the deployment of SADC forces has sent mixed signals. Peter Matuki is the Secretary General of the East African Community.
The restoration of peace and security in Eastern DRC was decided by the members of the summit will be done through two tracks, the political track and military track. Military track is now the presence of the East African Regional Force, and that is why they continue being in Eastern DRC. The second track, which is the political track, is being handled by a facilitator who was appointed last year. He has been undertaking his assignment and getting directives from the members of the summit.
According to the East African Community, a report from the facilitator, Kenya's former President Uhuru Kenyatta, will be handed to the Heads of State Summit, which is expected to take place on Friday in Arusha, Tanzania. Dr. Nkere Ntanda is a political science professor at the University of Kinshasa.
The DRC must maintain the idea that not a single foreign forces will bring peace to the DRC. DRC will have to organize herself, to organize her army, to organize her security and all her forces to defend herself. So SADC won't make any difference at all.
Last Friday, President Tshisekedi had an online meeting with the President of Kenya and Uganda, William Ruto, and Yoweri Museveni on the security situation in DRC. Despite the resumed conflict in the eastern part of DRC, the country is expected to hold general elections next month. Moses Havyarimana for VOA Africa.